man, the first 48. Pocket rocket, that's a 38. Chopping down, that's a murder case. Say we really for war, I heard it say. Dying daily, the first 48. Applies crazy, gotta congregate. Keep it simple, never complicate. It's a murder case. Murder case. 48 hours. Can't deny the power. And we ready for war, I heard it say. Murder rate. 48 hours. Don't resist.
We ain't new to this, but we beneficial. Break switches down to the bone gristle. Heresies get your dismissal. Backbiting make you lose positions. Tell Barry get your full Nelson. Lose all your water like a broken system. A false image make you really feminine. Sodomite smelling real fishy. Who can get mad at the truth? Ayy, this prophecy straight out the boot. Ayy, looking back on the old man, this a murder case he threw. Ayy, first 48. Christian pastor getting their doctrine cut, it's a massacre today. It's repent or die before the missiles fly, but by then it's too late. Lose your life for a damn lie in a heart full of hate. Devil roaming like a roaring lion, telling brain and yellow tape. Christ the King is a man of war, smashing lies to the pavement. About to crucify the nations. Hey.
Heard him say, kill a little man, the first 48. Pocket rocket, that's a 38. Chopping down, that's a murder case. And we really for war, I heard it say. Dying daily, the first 48. Applies crazy, gotta congregate. Keep it simple, never complicate. It's a murder case. Murder case. 48 hours. Can't deny the power. And we ready for war, I heard it say. Murder rate. 48 hours. Don't resist.
Oh, way back then. I remember way back when I was still a slave to the sin. Wouldn't even keep the Big Ten. Still caught up on the chains and whips. To the prophets made it plain as chips. Rio laid me out with a bag of scripts. Most niggas would've had to ship. But I switched up the flavor before I met my maker. Ain't no 48 cause he first 48 you then burn you like paper and turn you to a walking salt shaker. Ain't no rapture, no Anita Baker. He gon' catch you like a Pokemon, then introduce you to the Charizard. Black angels, they the bodyguards. Had to mortify my body parts, cause I want the gate. For the 12, bro, I'm telling you straight. Wish you well, but don't play with your fate. Wish you well, nah, bro, it's a late. You wanna escape, you gotta die every day.
Heard him say, kill a little man, the first 48. Pocket rocket, that's a 38. Chopping down, that's a murder case. And we really for war, I heard it say. Dying daily, the first 48. Applies crazy, gotta congregate. Keep it simple, never complicate. It's a murder case. Murder case. 48 hours. Can't deny the power. And we ready for war, I heard it say. Murder rate. 48 hours. Don't resist.
Hey, shalom, Father Most High, Christ bless. Also Nehemiah here of Iuic, Virginia, with another 4 chapters reading. All right, I pray that everybody's doing well in the spirit. All right, we will be reading the book of Job, chapter 2 through verse 5. All right, so brothers, make sure your heads are uncovered. Sisters, make sure your heads are covered. All right, we shall proceed. The book of Job, chapter 2, and verse 1. Again, there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan came also among them to present himself before the Lord. And the Lord said unto Satan, From whence comest thou? And Satan answered the Lord and said, From going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down in it. And the Lord said unto Satan, Hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and upright man, one that feareth God and escheweth evil, and still he holdeth fast his integrity. Although thou movest me against him to destroy him without cause. And Satan answered the Lord and said, Skin for skin, yea, all that a man hath will he give for his life. But put forth thy hand now, and touch his bone and his flesh, and he will curse thee to thy face. And the Lord said unto Satan, Behold, he is in thine hand, but save his life. So went Satan forth from the presence of the Lord, and smote Job with sore boils, from the sole of his foot unto his crown. And he took him a potsherd to scrape himself withal. And he sat down among the ashes. Then said his wife unto him, Dost thou still remain thy integrity? Curse God and die. But he said unto her, Thou speakest as one of the foolish women speaketh. What? Shall we receive good at the hand of God, and shall not receive evil? In all this did not Job sin with his lips? Now when Job's three friends heard, now when Job's three friends heard of all this evil that was come upon him, they came every one from his own place. Eliphaz, the Temanite, Baldad, the Shuhite, and Jophar, the Namathite, for they had made an appointment together to come to mourn with him and to comfort him. And when they lifted up their eyes afar off and knew him not, they lifted up their voice and wept. And they rent every one his mantle and sprinkled dust upon their heads toward heaven. So they sat down with him upon the ground 7 days and 7 nights, and none spake a word unto him, for they saw that his grief was very great. Chapter 3. And this opened, after this opened Job his mouth and cursed his day. And Job spake and said, let the day perish wherein I was born, and the night in which it was said, there is a man-child conceived. Let that day be darkness. Let not God regard it from above, neither let the light shine upon it. Let darkness and the shadow of death stain it. Let a cloud dwell upon it. Let the blackness of the day terrify it. As for that night, let darkness seize upon it. Let it not be joined unto the days of the year. Let it not come into the number of the months. Lo, let that night be solitary. Let no joyful voice come therein. Let them curse it that curse the day, who are ready to raise up their mourning. Let the stars of the twilight thereof be dark. Let it look for light, but have none. Neither let it see the dawning of the day, because it shut not up the door, because it shut not up the doors of my mother's womb, nor hid sorrow from mine eyes. Why died I not from the womb? Why did I not give up the ghost when I came out of the belly? Why did the knees prevent me, or why the breast that I should suck? For now should I have lain still and been quiet. I should have slept, then had I been at rest, with kings and counselors of the earth, which built desolate places for themselves, or with princes that had gold, or who filled their houses with silver, or as hidden untimely birth I had not been, as infants which never saw light. There the wicked cease from troubling, and there the weary be at rest. There the prisoners rest together. They hear not the voice of the oppressor. The small and great are there, and the servant is free from his master. Wherefore is light given to him that is in misery, and life unto the bitter in soul, which long for death, but it cometh not, and dig for it more than for hid treasures, which rejoice exceedingly and are glad when they can find the grave. Why is light given to a man who, why is light given to a man whose way is hid, and whom God hath hedged in? For my sighing cometh before I eat, and my roarings are poured out like the waters. For the thing which I greatly feared is come upon me, and that which I was afraid of is come unto me. I was not in safety, neither had I rest, neither was I quiet, yet trouble came. Then Eliphaz the Temanite answered, chapter 4. Then Eliphaz the Temanite answered and said, if we essay to commune with thee, wilt thou be grieved? But who can withhold himself from speaking? Behold, thou hast instructed many, and thou hast strengthened the weak hands. Thy words have upholden him that was fallen, and thou hast strengthened the feeble knees. But now it is come upon thee, and thou faintest. It toucheth thee, and thou art troubled. Is not this thy fear, thy confidence, thy hope, and the uprightness of thy ways? Remember, I pray thee, whoever perish being innocent. Where were the righteous cut off, even as I have seen that, they that plow iniquity and sow wickedness reap the same. By the blast of God they perish, and by the breath of his nostrils are they consumed. The roaring of the lion, the voice of the fierce lion, and the teeth of the young lions are broken. The old lion perished for lack of prey, and the stout lion's whelps are scattered abroad. Now a thing was secretly brought to me, and my ear received a little thereof. In thoughts from the visions of the night, when deep sleep falleth on men, fear came upon me, and trembling, which made all my bones to shake. Then a spirit passed before my face. The hair of my flesh stood up. It stood still, but I could not discern the form thereof. An image was before mine eyes. There was silence, and I heard a voice saying, Shall mortal man be more just than God? Shall a man be more pure than his maker? Behold, he put no trust in his servants, and his angels he charged with folly. How much less in them that dwell in the house of clay, whose foundations is in the dust, which are crushed before the mouth. They are destroyed from the morning to evening. They perish forever without any regarding it. Doth not their excellency, which is in them, go away? They die, even without wisdom. Chapter 5. Call now, if there be any that will answer thee, and to which of the saints wilt thou turn? For wrath killeth the foolish man, and envy slayeth the silly one. I have seen the foolish taking root, but suddenly I cursed his habitation. His children are far from safety, and they are crushed in the gate. Neither is there any to deliver them, whose harvest the hungry eateth up, and taketh it even out of the thorns, and the robber swalloweth up their substance. Although affliction cometh not forth of the dust, neither doth trouble spring out of the ground. Yet man is born into trouble, as the sparks fly upward. I was seeking to God, and unto God would I commit my cause, which doeth great things and unsearchable, marvelous things without number, who giveth rain upon the earth and sendeth waters upon the fields, to set up on high those that be low, that those which mourn may be exalted to safety. He disappointeth the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the froward is carried headlong. They meet with darkness in the daytime, and grope in the noonday as in the night. But he saveth the poor from the sword, from their mouth, and from the hand of the mighty. So the poor hath hope, and iniquity stoppeth her mouth. Behold, happy is the man whom God correcteth. Therefore despise not thou the chastening of the Almighty. For he maketh sore, and bindeth up. He woundeth, and his hands make whole. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles, yea. In 7 there shall no evil touch thee. In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth. For thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee. And thou shalt know that thy tabernacle shall be in peace, and thou shalt visit thy habitation, and shalt not sin. Thou shalt know also that thy seed shall be great, and thy offspring as the grass of the earth. Thou shalt come to thy grave in full age, like as a shock of corn cometh in his season. Lo, this we have searched it, so it is. Hear it, and know thou it for thy good. All right, family, that's been another 4 chapters a day, keeping the devil away, right? So I pray that all was able to follow along and read along as we read these 4 chapters, all right? Don't forget to, where we at? I have my marker right here. Don't forget to donate to the Booster Club. We're doing great things in the name of Christ, all right? Shalom, Israel. Most High in Christ bless.